Will he be allowed to go pro after this, Alex from UK? Well, you just have to find out. Tune in Saturday, and you'll see the results after that. Will he go pro after this? Will he actually make a comeback? You have to see.
This is a pro. This is a pro. I don't want you to think that this is fake. This is pro. This is real deal. What you're gonna see tomorrow night is real live action. Real two top pugilists of the world are gonna go at it tomorrow night.
He said, Amir, how do you feel about your father coming back? I feel like it's really inspirational. Because just a year ago, he was just chilling on his couch smoking weed, but now he's in fighting shape. And he's more motivated than ever, probably since the 1980s. So you're going to have a surprise that you're not even expecting. He's here to fight, and he's not playing any games at all.
No games played over here. No games. No games.
So here's the deal. There's a little controversy about what an exhibition is. And I can tell you right now.
Elaborate on that.
I've got a little bit of amateur experience. I have about 60 fights. Zab Judah, the champ, can tell you. You can call it an exhibition when you have two champions, two world champions getting in the ring. They have egos, of course. They want to look good in front of the world. And one little bump, one little anything can escalate. So what you think is an exhibition.
Yeah, people think my dad, out of all people, are just going to hold back. He's going to be ferocious that night.
When have we seen Mike Tyson ever hold back?
Never. And it's never, ever going to happen.
So the fight, what you can anticipate is a challenge and a battle, will versus skill. Both of them superior athletes, both of them with incredible experience, both of them with will, both of them with egos, both of them champions, wanting to look good. They're not going to let the other person get the better of them. So tomorrow is going to be a competitive match, no matter what.
Are you guys excited for the fight? I'm his son, Apex. What is the guy's name? Apex Predator Systems. Yeah, I'm his son. I'm just about to do an interview. Yo, Ariel, you ready? I'm ready when you are, brother.
What's up?
Yo, what's up, my man? How are you?
How are you, Amir? How's it going?
I'm doing great. I saw the interview you did with my dad the other day. I liked it. I look at your interviews with you and Danielle Cormier. I'm a big
Yes.
So
yeah, some fuzz, man.
Yeah.
It's nice to talk to you. Your dad. I don't know if you know this, but your dad is a legend.
Yeah, I know that. I know.
Okay.
I'm proud of everything he's doing. I'm proud of him. You know.
This is exciting time. So, are you at Staples right now, or are you close by?
We're staying at a place like right next to Staples. You know.
Okay.
So we don't want to be too far away.
Yeah.
But
What's the buzz like?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited because, you know, LA is like shut down basically, but it's just like everyone's just hyped for the fight. Anyone in LA, that's just all they're talking about.
That's awesome.
You know. So
I actually have a million questions for you, but if you want to go first, we could do that. You know, I like to.
You got me, brother. I got you.
Oh, okay. When did you realize that your dad was coming back? Like, did you sense something? Did you feel something in the air? Did he say something to you? When did that moment happen?
Basically, initially, because when I'm around my dad, usually he does like 60 minutes treadmill every day, and he would always do it. And then during the lockdown, he just thought to himself mentally, he's just like, I want to do this again. And then when my dad's focused on something, like he's just fully focused. And I haven't seen him like this ever. And I feel like he's just gonna shock the world with his performance come tomorrow.
Now, what do you say to all the haters? Oh, it's not real, it's not this and that. You've been there. You see, my thing is, I don't know if Mike Tyson, and you would know better than anyone, knows half speed. He doesn't know half speed.
That's what I'm saying. My dad, all his fights, sparring, everything, he's going full 100%. And he's not that when he's fighting Roy. And Roy's not going to do that either. I'm not just saying that. That's just the reality. And if you doubt that, I guess you'll see that the next day, and you'll be like, oh, I can't believe I fell for that. But I guarantee you 100% on my life that they're going to be going full force. Guarantee it.
I'm excited, man. I will be watching.
Yeah, man. So what's your favorite Tyson and Roy Jones moment?
Oh, man. Well, I'll start with your dad. So, like, I mean, I was born in 1982, so I grew up playing Punch-Out. I mean, I remember I was a young kid when he beat Trevor Burbeck. I was 4.5 years old when he beat Trevor Burbeck, a fellow Canadian, and that was you know, obviously a big deal. And I like to consider myself a sports historian, so I've watched all the old fights. Spinks. I remember buying all the gear when he fought McNeely. I bought all the gear. I bought the T-shirt. I bought the program. I bought everything. I ordered the pay-per-view, and my older brother told me, come tell me when the fight is about to start. So they're in the ring. They're looking at each other. I run upstairs, tell him it's about to start. By the time he came downstairs, the fight was over. I'll never forget that.
Man,
I mean, there's so.
but that fight that I like a lot is that you could just like the ring, like when he was blocking the entrance music, it was just like one sound, done, and you could just see Michael Spinks. He was just all throughout his whole face. It was like fear. So it was just like that was a really memorable fight. If you want to study someone being like in total fear, like deer in headlights before a fight, that was Michael.
Yeah, I mean, everything from the outfits, the all black, the black boots, no socks, all that stuff. I mean, it's I mean, icon is almost like putting it mildly to call your dad that. And then of course Roy Jones. Actually, I used to work for HBO Sports as a production assistant. My first day there in 2003. They went on a shoot for Roy Jones, and I got to see him in person. He was one of my favorite boxers growing up. I mean, the John Ruiz fight was legendary, obviously, because of, you know, him playing people forget. You remember he played basketball on that same day. He played, I think it was for like a Florida team, like not it wasn't G League because they weren't around back then, but it was like the CBA. And he then took a helicopter and fought. I mean, the guy is just a legend. And I mean, y'all must have forgot. I still say that till this day. I say y'all must have forgot about fighters all the time. So look, I know people want to be, you know, cynics, and I know they want to hate. I know they want to do all this and that. But to me, Roy Jones.
It's just what it is. You know what I mean? People hate on different, you know, but you can't focus on that. You have to focus and succeed on what you have to succeed in.
Yeah. So I have the utmost respect for them and what they've done for combat sports. And by the way, what they're doing for other fighters on this card, you know, like someone like Badu Jack is a legit fighter, in my opinion, a very good fighter. And now he's getting attention as a result of being on this card. You know, Blake McKernan, the same thing. I don't mind the Paul brothers. I think it's cool what Nate Robinson is doing. I don't consider myself a cynic when it comes to sports. I enjoy it for what it is, and by the way, also not to go long on you here, but at the beginning of the pandemic, when we were all down and there were no sports going on, and we were nostalgic, and the Jordan doc was coming out, there was your dad posting that quick video, and everyone's mind started racing. We started to get nostalgic, and he did a lot for people at the beginning of the pandemic when we were trying to find something to be excited about. So he deserves a lot of credit for that as well.
Yeah, man. So I want to ask you this question too. Like, what are your predictions for each fight, especially Tyson Jones and then Paul Robinson fight?
You want me to make a prediction about your dad's fight, Mike Tyson's fight to Mike Tyson's son? That's what you want?
Make a prediction.
Well, I'll say I think Jake Paul wins. Again, people want to hate on him, but like you look at the skills, the guy's doing it the right way. He's got the right kind of people around him. I don't know what there is to hate about. He's 1-0. It's not like he's taking someone else's spot. So I think Jake Paul wins. I give Nate a lot of credit for doing this at his age, and especially with no prior background. And I'll say Big Mike wins. I'll say Big Mike wins via decision.
Via decision. All right, we'll just have to see and find out tomorrow.
Yes, but I can't wait. And I love the fact that Israel Adesanya, the UFC middleweight champion, is on the broadcast. That's great. He is a huge Sugar Ray, Mauro Ranallo, Jim Gray. But Izzy's a massive boxing fan. Of course, you know, he's a great striker and a UFC champion. Whoever made that call to put him on the broadcast, well done. That was very smart for the MMA fans as well.
There's an event for the UFC on Saturday as well, right?
Yep, going head to head.
Going head to head. Definitely. But it's a pleasure talking to you. I'm a big fan of what you do. I follow the UFC on ESPN YouTube. So.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. And let me ask you one last question before I go.
Hey, what's up?
Favorite Mike Tyson memory as a kid and his dad, not as a fighter, just son and father. When you talk about like I have memories of my dad when I was 5, 6, 7. What's your favorite memory when you were a kid and Mike Tyson being your dad? Not the celebrity, just your dad.
Just being a dad. Honestly, my favorite moment it's just like he's a very wise man. So he's always been a very wise person. So like the thing that stood out to me the most and that he repeated and really was embedded in my mind, he was just like, discipline is doing something you hate, like you love it more than anything in the world, and always take that outlook on anything you do in life. And when he said that, I was like, wow. So even if you don't feel like doing or anything, you always have to do it like you're the happiest person in the world. You want to do it, you know?
I love it. I love it. Much respect, man. Good luck to you and your family tomorrow and in the future as well.
All right, man. Take care.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Peace.